Hey everyone, welcome to another video. This video is gonna be me trying out some new Kiko Milano. It's not gonna be anything limited edition, but they came out with a lot of new products for their permanent collection, and I thought a lot of interesting things were in there, and so I really wanted to try them out with you on camera. And as you can tell, I've already done my eyeshadow because I don't have any eyeshadow. I didn't see any interesting eyeshadow that I wanted to try. This eye look is gonna be in another video, but I have a lot of like interesting lip products, cheek products, so that's what we're gonna get into. Let's get right into the video. So I have about 8 new products here. Pretty excited. I'm just gonna show you some close-ups and swatches so you kind of get an idea of all the new things that they have come out with. By the way, all of these products are in the basic Kiko Milano black packaging, so I didn't do the close-ups with the packaging. I'm not gonna be showing you the packaging because it's just the standard packaging that I'm most likely gonna throw away right away because it really isn't that interesting. So first up, I got 2 lip liners. There was this whole new range of lip liner colors. I don't know if this is a new formula, but at least, or maybe these aren't even new colors, but there was this whole display of new lipsticks and then lip liners. I got some because I thought the colors looked interesting, and there was also this deal on them. That is why I got 2. I just wanted to get 1 at first. But the first one that I got is this one in 318. That is the shade name. And it's a creamy color comfort lip liner. And you can sharpen this one. This is kind of like a darker rosy brown nude. Not too brown, just a little bit towards the brown side. I don't think it's gonna be too deep on me. And then I got this one. This one is 302, and this one is kind of like light peachy pink, which I think is a very good color to have. I love peachy pink lipsticks, so that's why I got these 2. And one of these, I believe the lighter one, that one goes together with this lipstick. This is the Gossamer Emotion Creamy Lipstick. So they always have these Gossamer lipsticks. I used to have them in my collection, don't have them anymore. I used to have the matte ones, I think, but this is a one in a 103, and you push it at the top and then it comes out at the bottom. So I got a little bit of a peachy pink with a bit of a hint of brown in there as well lipstick. This formula doesn't seem to be completely opaque, and there seems to be some shine to it. So it's a little bit more sheer, a little shiny and creamy, but I think this is going to be very wearable and probably very comfortable. And I am always looking for a wearable, creamy, comfortable lipstick. So that is why I really wanted to try that one out as well. Then I got one of their new lip oils. I'm really into lip oils right now. I think lip oils can be amazing, very hydrating and shiny. I love lip oils. You can also apply on top of a lipstick. I'm really into lip oils. So when I saw these, I was like, that is interesting. So I got the one in Coral Vibes, 04 Coral Vibes. But when I swatched these in store, all the shades looked pretty similar. Then you had ones that didn't have shimmer and some did have shimmer, and this has pretty big shimmer particles. It looks peachy in the tube. I think it's gonna look basically see-through on the lips. It looks very pretty in the tube, but I don't think it's gonna be that noticeable on the lips, like the shimmer and the peachiness. If you're eyeing these, then I would say swatch them in store or only buy one, because I just didn't feel like it was a lot of difference. And because I have pretty dry lips, I'm just gonna apply a little bit of this. I feel like it smells a little bit sweet, but not like really sweet. Feels pretty nice on the lips. I think it doesn't look crazy shimmery or shiny. It just looks kind of balmy. I can apply a little bit more. I see a little bit more of the shimmer. I don't feel like it's extremely shiny or glossy. It does have some shine, but I have seen more glossy lip oils. Feels pretty good. I'm just gonna see how it feels throughout this video. Then let's move on to a new unlimited blush. This is in 11. I'm assuming these are new shades. Usually I'm a bit better informed with the limited editions. Now I'm not entirely sure of everything because honestly I don't have a lot of their regular range. I always try their limited editions, but I don't have a lot of things that are in their permanent collection. I don't know why. I used to have more, but I've just been so focused on their limited editions, and because of those limited editions I have gotten a lot of Kiko makeup in my collection and I didn't feel like I needed more. But there were some interesting things here. So this blush is very glowy. It seems to be a little bit like peachy, like mauve with a peachy duochrome shine. When I swatched this, I thought it looked very beautiful, so I really want to try it. The thing also about their permanent collection is that it's really affordable, so if there are like gems there, then I will be very happy. I also got one of their new highlighters. So this is the Ultimate Glow highlighter and I got the shade 03, and the reason that I got this is because this is a baked gelée highlighter, at least to the touch. It feels just like a baked gelée highlighter. I am assuming that it is, and this is a very interesting like light yellow shade. I guess you could call it gold, but it's very like light yellow leaning, and that is something that I'm kind of missing in my collection and I really want to have. So that is why I grabbed this one. There was also a very beautiful like peachy pink shade, which is what I usually go for, but I thought, you know what, mix it up a little bit. I don't need all the peachy pink highlighters. So this is their new baked gelée highlighter range, and I usually really love the Kiko highlighters, so I'm very excited to try this. Then I also got one of their new Contour Obsession contour and highlight face palette. I got the deepest one. The other two looked very light. I think this is gonna work for me, especially the middle shade. I like the highlighter in here. So we have two like bronzer contour shades, a contour and a bronzer, and then a highlight shade. The reason why I picked this up and why I think this is very interesting is because when I swatch these, they basically feel like creams. They look so creamy, they feel so creamy, like they look like powders, but then you touch them and it feels like they're becoming creams. And I think this is a very interesting formula. It says here that these are face powders, so it's not a cream, but it almost feels like a powder to a cream. And I really want to see how that looks on the face because I love creamy powders for the face. So I have high hopes for that one. And then one of the most interesting new products that I'm very curious to try is their new Ultimate Glow blush. And this is a jelly blush and a very, very glowy jelly blush. You will see in a swatch that it is very pigmented, so I'm kind of scared to try it, but I hope it's gonna be okay. And this is just a very bronzy, kind of dark mauve, glowy cheek, and I'm very, very excited to try that as well. So you've seen the close-up, you've seen the swatches. Let's get into applying some things on my cheeks. So I just zoomed you in slightly, and I'm gonna start with using the contour palette. What I love about the regular range from Kiko is that the packaging is very, very slim, very travel friendly. So I have so much makeup here in front of me. I'm just gonna go into the coolest shade, the contour shade, and I just picked it up on my brush and it looks very pigmented, so I'm just dipping in once and let's see what happens. Let's see if we see the creaminess on my cheeks. I think I do. It is very powdery in the pan, like there's so much kick up. I'm just gonna continue applying this on my forehead. Okay, this is not the type of powder you should use when you're wearing something white, because I feel like this goes everywhere. Oh, you're not really seeing that. Look at my forehead. It looks very shiny, but that could also be because I'm very warm. So just applying this to the cheek. I don't feel like it's too deep. I do love a cool toned bronzer. Blending this out. I do feel like there's something kind of creamy about it. When I turn my head, I can see that there's some glow there. Kind of interesting. Just gonna take a little bit and apply that over here on my chin. I do think that I want to grab a little bit of the deepest shade and see if I can get away with it right now. So I'm just gonna take that one, see how I feel about that. Could get a little bit too strong. Yeah, that's really deep. I'm gonna blend it out with another brush in a bit to kind of tone that down. Yeah, this is getting a little bit muddy. It's a little bit too deep for me, this one. Maybe I should have gone one shade lighter. Does it look creamy? It kind of does, right? It's kind of interesting. I don't feel like it looks more creamy than some other creamy bronzers, but it definitely has a creamy vibe to it, which I enjoy. I think this bronzer shade, it is more for the summer. For me, it's a bit much right now. But let me see if I can kind of blend this out. Sometimes it's a bit tricky trying bronzers because sometimes they just turn out a little bit deeper than you expect or a little bit more pigmented. It does look nice and bronzy, but it's quite a lot right now. So what do you think? It did blend out pretty easily. The only thing is that it's just a little bit deep for me right now, but do have that natural glow to it. I do think they look quite creamy, but I have to try them a little bit more to really be able to tell you how I feel about this. Let me see, how much was that one? It is 15 euros, so that's a pretty good deal. I do like how it looks. Do you think it's too much? I think it looks pretty nice. Okay, now I think I just want to go into that kind of jelly blush, and I'm a bit scared to use it. Gonna be interesting. A little bit on the little thingy here. How am I gonna apply this? How am I gonna do this? I think I'm just gonna grab my stippling brush and just go into the product. And I just have a little bit here. Apply it because this is, I think, a bit too pigmented to go straight into that jar, into the little jar. Do I have enough time to blend this out? That is the question. Okay, it's really pretty, but it dries down really fast and you just need the tiniest bit, and I feel like it's already kind of drying out on that lid, on the little lid, so you have to work fast. Now I took too much. Oh no, what did I do? There are hairs in it, stuck in it. Okay, am I gonna be able to save this? Right now it doesn't look so good. Okay, I feel like this is a bit of a tricky product and that my cheeks look a little bit crazy right now, and how am I gonna try and fix this? Just gonna blend it out a little bit, see if this works. And I'm just gonna close the jar because I feel like if you don't do that, it's gonna dry out. I feel like my cheeks look kind of bruised, like they're bruised. How am I gonna do this? Don't know if I can really save this. I'm trying to kind of like take some off and then blend it out, but it does look a little bit patchy. I think right now, when I look to the side, it looks pretty good. I do have a little bit of like something here that I have to blend out. When I look to the side, it looks pretty good, but when I look to the front, it looks like a lot. I don't know, maybe that's also just a thing with really glowy products. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna have to accept it like this. You just need the tiniest bit. And I feel like I kind of have to figure out a way I can apply this. It looks a little bit strange right now, but at the other hand, it looks a lot better than it just did. It looks okay. I really have to see how I can apply this. I feel like it's a little bit of a finicky product. I don't love that. I feel like once you find a way to apply it, then it's probably gonna be pretty because it has a nice glow. It's a nice color, but I don't know. it's a bit finicky. Okay, I'm just gonna go into the powder blush, and I'm just gonna take a little bit, and maybe this will make everything look a little bit better. Of course, I'm adding color, so this could also ruin it again, but we're also just trying makeup, taking a little bit and seeing what happens. I feel like this is kind of like that shade, maybe a little lighter in powder form. Okay, I think this is a really pretty blush. It looks nice and glowy. I'm just gonna accept that my cheeks aren't gonna look perfect today. But when I look to the side, I do really like how it looks. It's just interesting. Maybe I can kind of fix it with the highlighter. It is maybe not the highlighter that I would choose with this blush, but I just want to try it. So I'm just going to go in with a bit of a fluffy highlighter brush. I don't know if that is going to work. Okay, it does. Ooh, that's really pretty actually. That picked up very well. So I'm just blending this out. I feel like this might save the cheeks a little bit, make them look a bit less dark. Well, I guess this combination kind of works with the eyeshadow, because the eyeshadow is also kind of like pinky with the golden flip to it. Okay, this highlighter is very, very pretty. I really like it. It is very smooth, very glowy, and just really beautiful. I really like it. But I just really love Baked Gelée highlighters. They just have this wet look to them. So I'm just kind of blending everything together. Don't want to have like a stripe of highlight like that. And now I want to move on to the lips, I think. I'm just gonna take off the lip oil. And I'm gonna start out with the 302 lip liner, which is the lighter kind of peachy one. So that is a nice shade of lip liner. It was very creamy, but not too creamy. It's like a very nice in between. I really enjoyed it so far. And when I did the swatches, I could already tell that these were gonna be pretty long lasting. So let's move on to the lipstick. Okay, so it feels nice and creamy. It has a little bit of a creamy shine to it. I kind of like it, but it is emphasizing some dryness on my lips. I mean, it does look pretty dry. My lips are also a little bit dry, but it would be nice if a creamy lipstick wouldn't emphasize that. Of course, it's a bit of a light lipstick, so that could also cause that. But I'm not blown away. Yeah, I feel like a deeper shade maybe wouldn't do this, but this shade doesn't make my lips look that good. I'm just gonna apply a little bit of the lip oil on top to see if this can fix it. Still looks pretty bad, still looks pretty dry. I feel like on camera it doesn't look that bad, but when I look close up in the mirror it looks pretty bad. Okay, so this is the finished look. I have put everything on my face. And I have some mixed feelings actually. I feel like nothing really blew me away. Well, maybe two things. I don't know if I can say I really love this. I guess the cheeks in the end look pretty good. But I don't like how my lips look. And it took some struggling to get there. Okay, let's just go over the products. First thing I have here in front of me is the highlighter, and the highlighter I actually like. I think it looks very good, looks very shiny, very smooth. I think it's very pretty. I love Baked Gelée highlighters. So this is one where I would say it's a good one. I would recommend it. I think it's a nice one. Then the other product that I actually like is the blush, but I can't like 100% make up my mind about this because I put it on top of the other blush and it was also quite a cheek look. So it seems to work fine. It seems to work well. I like the shade. I think it looks pretty nice and shiny, but I cannot like 100% tell you if you should pick it up. But I think it's pretty good, but there was already so much going on my cheeks. I feel like the contour palette is actually good quality, but it is very powdery. Like the powder is going everywhere and it just was a little bit too harsh on me. This shade did work for me. I haven't tried the highlight, so I can't tell you that yet. I quite like it, but I feel like I have to definitely try it a little bit more. The powderiness is just holding me back a little bit, and yeah, of course, if the color is a little bit too deep, that's gonna sway your opinion. I do like the creaminess of this, but I definitely have to try it out a little bit more. It's a little bit of a tough product to say. Then we have the lip liners. I really like it so far. Really like this light peachy shade. It felt good. I think it looked good. It has a nice consistency, so these are pretty good. The kind of jelly blush, I don't know how to feel about this. I feel like it's a bit too pigmented, and that makes it really tricky. It was a bit hard to blend out. I think it's really pretty if you manage to get it on your cheeks the way you want it, but getting there is just a bit stressful, and I don't want to be stressed about a blush. So I'm gonna try it out a little bit more. Maybe I can find a brush that really works with it, or a certain technique. Maybe I can better apply it with my fingers, something like that. But for now, I feel like it was a bit too much of a struggle to recommend this to you. I think there are other glowy creamy cheek products that are a bit more easy to use, even though this one is really affordable in comparison to some of those. Yeah, it's a bit of a tricky one. I was really hoping that it was going to be a bit more easy to use. Then we have the lipstick. I feel like it really makes my lips look dry and crusty, but that also has to do with the shade. I feel it's a nice shade, but it just looks kind of dry and crusty. I don't think that is going to be the case for every lipstick in this line, but I'm not entirely sure. This lip, it's not amazing. And then the lip oil, I quite like it, but it's not the most amazing hydrating lip oil. It also has pretty large glitter chunks in here, which wouldn't be my preference. I love it when the glitters in lip products are a little bit more subtle. Like, they can be in there, but just like adding to the shine and not really being so chunky. There's not really a shade to this, and there's not a lot of shine to it. It's an okay product to me for now. I'm gonna try it out a little bit more, but I feel like I've tried other lip oils that have more color to them, are more hydrating, have a nice smell. This is just okay. And then that's gonna be everything for today's video. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like this video if you liked it, and don't forget to subscribe. And also let me know if you've picked up any of these products. Do you agree with me or maybe not? And then I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.